So in this video, we're going to look at how to actually create some of the boards that you're looking at. To create a board, there's a circle in the bottom right-hand corner, a button with a cross on it. Tap that. And the first thing you'll see is a board title. Some people don't put the board title on till the very end because it's a little bit like doing a dissertation or something like that. Often the title doesn't come till the end until you're absolutely sure what your moment is about. But the idea is keep it short. For example, Oracy Science highlight is a good example. Add some context to this moment, add a few words about what makes this moment that you're adding worth capturing. Who is it valuable to in school? Maybe it's valuable to everybody. Maybe it's a moment where a particular thing that you've done resulted in something that was, in your experience, unusual. It was a real barrier breaking moment. Or maybe it's a book look. Maybe it's a close-up photograph from some of the children's books and you've been asked to photograph some pages from the children's RE books or from any other subject book. So you can make the title and the context meaningful very easily just by typing in the box. I'm going to call mine something like this. I want to flag up that this was involving a teaching assistant and we did money addition and subtraction. For the sake of speed and brevity, I'll leave it there. Media, you can swipe in between all of these 4 sections. So you've probably got some photographs on your device. You may even have some videos. So the number of photographs, you can add up to 25 if you want in one hit. We don't recommend you do because that gets, a little bit cumbersome and potentially less valuable, especially if you're doing book looks. I don't think anybody's got enough time to do that or to look at them. But with videos, you can add up to 3 for each moment that you're adding. I'll add some images now, and you'll see there's a little camera button there. You can take a picture as well if you like, but normally people just use them from their gallery. I'll add these 2 photographs. We'll swipe to the side now, and let's tag what we've done. Just with the tap, I can now bring up the tags that I need. Now, what you'll first find on your first use of Blippit is you'll find a lot of app categories that you will not want to use. So, for example, if you're in a Welsh school, then being able to see these Welsh categories for your curriculum is ideal. If you're in an English school, it's less ideal. You don't use those. So just to the right of the little tag there, there's a cog. From here, you can turn on and off the categories that you don't want to use. So let's pretend we're in an English school at the moment, and we'll turn off the Welsh categories. Any of the categories that are in here that you don't want to use can also be turned off. You don't have to do this every time. This is a one-time thing. Go back to your tags, and now your view's changed. So I'm going to tag it from Key Stage 2, and this was Year 3. So we've got Key Stage 2, Year 3. School term was Spring Term 1, Week 5, into the Maths category, Money, Addition and Subtraction. I'm not going to tag it for any of the subjects. I'm going to pop into the Subjects category, and I am going to tag it with Maths. These are in alphabetical order. Let's pop down to Inclusion, and I'll leave it at that. So I'll now close the tags, and you can see what I've managed to apply. In the Audio tab, if you want to, you don't have to add anything, but if you want to, and it's useful to, you can add audio. Sometimes teachers record themselves describing why this moment is a really good one. That can save a lot of time. Sometimes people add in recordings of performances or of children speaking. That's fine. You don't have to though. I'm going to click on the tick, and my board has now been added in the top left, and those are my tags. Now, if there is a teacher, or the maths lead probably, in the school who has decided that they want to be told when other teachers add maths related moments to their boards, then they will have done this. It's where you get Blippit to tell you when something has been added that you're interested in. So let's tap on watch groups. I'm going to decide that I want to choose maths. Now, the first time you do this, you'll be prompted just to let Blippit send you notifications. So just make sure you allow that. So I'm the maths lead and I want to be told about maths, and maybe also I want to be told about examples where people have also tagged for inclusion. And now whenever anybody does that in school, a notification via the app will come up telling me that somebody's added a moment that corresponds with one of my watch groups. The point of that is that it saves you coming back and scrolling and looking, or it saves you coming back and filtering here by your subject. Show me anything that's tagged with maths. It kind of helps you to not have to do that so much, and it allows you to get notified proactively so you've not always got one eye on what everybody else is doing.